Okay. Yay, fun. Good to know. Thank you for that. Hey y'all, welcome to the channel. I'm Xavier and today we're gonna be watching House of the Dragon. It's season 2, episode 3. So last time we saw the call it again, the fallout of Blood and Cheese. Kristen became Hand of the King after Otto was dismissed. After Otto did some good work, and he paraded the body of Jaehaerys throughout the town and everything with Alicent and Elena, got some goodwill, but then Aegon killed the rat catchers, every rat catcher associated with the Red Keep, and so that upset the populace, and Otto was angry and everything, and this argument, and he got fired. Christian had, because he was doing the thing with Alicent, he was looking to cast some eyes away from himself, and so he got Sir Arik, to try and infiltrate Rhaenyra's castle. And Aegon liked that idea, even though it's not a good idea, and then bada bing bada boom, both Arik and Eric are dead. Daemon and Rhaenyra, they had an argument after it was Rhaenyra found out that Daemon is the one who ordered the Blood and Cheese incident, and he went off, assuming to Harrenhal. Baela, I think it was Baela, yeah, she got assigned to patrol some area to beware of like a King's Landing attack from King's Landing. Yeah. I think that's basically it to sum it up. Today's episode is called The Burning Mill. I'm recording this later than last week's one. As ancient grudges resurface, Rhaenys suggests restraint, while Daemon arrives at Harrenhal to raise an army. I was right, Daemon is going to raise an army. Yeah. Okay. I think I set it up nicely. Anything else? We'll see. Let's get into it.
Can you even get that thing up?
Well enough for killing Blackwood.
Fuck you. This is our land.
Brackens and Blackwoods been at war
It's Bracken.
for centuries. Oh boy, these two.
Your false queen Rhaenyra is a kinslayer.
Aegon Targaryen is no true king, just as you are no true knight. Both craven, little gods!
Whoa, well, bye guys, no fighting yet. Wait. No need to fight yet.
Wouldn't dare.
Wait, is that him? I couldn't make out the face actually. Oh wait, yeah, that is the same location. Oh man.
He is the basest of villains.
I cannot fault him for keeping his oath.
And what of those who sent him?
Otto Hightower would never have allowed this.
Yep, she's right.
Hotter blood has prevailed, I think. Soon they will not even remember what it was that began the war in the first place.
That is easy enough. They usurped my throne.
That is one answer. Huh? Or was it when the child was beheaded? Or when Aemond killed Luke? Or when Luke took Aemond's eye?
Rhaenys.
At the point where none of it will matter.
Yep, Rhaenys being wise here. She is wise.
And burn takes hold and reason is forgotten. There may be another way.
Nope. There is not. It's only violence from now on.
Hightower.
Nah. Only violence from now.
And no war so bloody as a war between dragons. I do not believe she wants it.
She sent a raven. I do not care to read her message.
Not her, but the men around her who seek bloodshed.
She permitted it.
As you permitted the murder of a little boy in his bed.
Fair. Yeah, Rhaenys, fair. She's right there.
Alicent is in King's Landing. Her son sits my throne. There is nothing more to be said.
Correct. Only violence. No words, just violence. Oh wait, oh that's the thing around his neck. That's the hand. The hand, where's that, I think? Well, the Kingsguard do not respect him. Is that what they're suggesting here?
You've appointed new knights to the Kingsguard, your grace.
To replace those we lost.
Oh,
The last one needlessly, some might say.
these are new people. Okay, okay.
House Bracken took it upon themselves to attack the Blackwoods, who declared for the Pretender. Lord Samuel Blackwood himself is slain.
Good. First blood in our name.
The Blackwoods and the Brackens have feuded for centuries. This is nothing more than an excuse for them to indulge their ancient grudge. It's no true war.
He's right there.
I call it war.
Yeah, but
And so will dragons.
your master of laws is correct.
What are we going to do about it?
You're the hand.
We send a...
Grover Tully is a flaccid old fool who couldn't control his cock and a cunny. Beg your pardon, Grace.
I will ride out with those I can muster here. Men I know, men are trained.
You need time to raise the numbers to challenge the Rivermen.
Speed is my ally. I will turn the crown land houses who declared for Rhaenyra to our cause.
So like to be destroyed by the first stronghold you meet. A bold scheme indeed.
Well, the gods favour the
They
bold.
did not favour Sir Eric.
And you'll take Aemond and Vhagar.
Vhagar will remain here to defend the city.
Good. To war, then.
Oh boy, such
I'll
a great
come to you
plan.
with Sunfire.
Egon.
Your grace.
You'll need a dragon.
That is precisely why you must remain, brother. It's a brave thought, but we cannot risk your loss.
Oh, that's correct. Aemon is
I'm
correct
as
there.
fearsome as any of them.
Yeah, but you're the king. Can't be going out unless it's like imperative that you do. You know?
You saved my life.
What is the life of a queen worth these days?
You wish to be rewarded.
What price would you set?
A place at your court.
If you want to know what a motherfucking boss looks like, bitch, you looking at one. A bitch that handles big business.
You showed me grace when you could have withheld it.
Very
I'm
true.
not often surprised.
Oh, but Rhaenyra is surprised there? Okay.
One turn for another, then.
I know the workings of the Red Keep.
Oh, that's so cool in the background.
There. That is worth more than gold, you know.
He's grown restless of late. We cannot know why.
Maybe he's lonely.
Rhaenyra. Your Grace.
Does she have a dragon now?
I'm sorry to put this upon you. It breaks my heart to send my boys away, not knowing when I will see them again. Rhaenyra. I need you to be the mother to them that I cannot.
And my sister?
I need Baela here.
Because she has a dragon.
I cannot promise to make you happy, but I ask you, make this sacrifice willingly. For all of us.
Your Grace.
Right, so she still does have a dragon. Okay. Oh, nice, nice, nice. I think this is Harrenhal. Oh wait, I think Harrenhal is still under control of Larys. I'm assuming so. So this would be under the Greens. But then Christian was talking about taking Harrenhal, so I don't know. I don't think I don't think they've clarified the Harrenhal status right now, right yet. This is where the Great Council was held. That gave Viserys the throne as the heir.
Oh.
That was weak.
I'm claiming Harrenhal.
Apparently so.
No notes.
I swear this by the old gods and the new. Supper is venison with black cabbage and peas.
That was easy.
No red currant. Sorry about that. That venison is well aged. Shame to let it waste.
I've survived many a battle. I do not mean to be felled by poison peas.
I'll admit that my cook's peas aren't exactly the stuff of legend, but poison?
And what of your lord, Larys Strong?
Yeah.
Who sits at the false court of Aegon?
Larys Clubfoot is no lord of mine. He's a scourge upon this castle and this family.
Oh, damn. Very true, but damn.
I do not think it's strange that his father, my nephew, Lord Lionel, perished by fire, and his son too. Here, in this damp place. It was the first fire here since Balerion ended the line of Harren the Black, and even in summer we struggle to light the hearths. So no, you will find no loyalty to Larys Strong here, my prince.
Your Grace.
Forgive me, I'd only assumed that as consort...
And we are reminded of the perilousness of assumption.
Indeed. Your Grace. Well, it is also, not to be argumentative, in something of a state of disrepair, since your forebear incinerated much of it with his dragon.
Well, that is precisely why we must bring it into a state of repair.
Houses Bracken and Blackwood have long detested one another.
Why?
Oh, well.
Who knows at this stage, right?
The answer to that is lost in time.
Yep.
Sin begets sin, begets sin.
Correct.
If you are successful, well, when you are successful, what then?
Good. He called himself.
March
Good, very
King's
good.
Landing and take the throne.
The throne?
It's a big chair made of swords.
Yeah, the throne.
May I present my brother, Sir Gawain Hightower? Arrived last night from Eltown.
How exhilarating to arrive at court after 3 long months on the road to find my Lord Father, who served 3 kings faithfully, unseated as hand of the king. What a giddying ascent the gods have bestowed on you.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
Sir Gawain has volunteered to accompany you into battle.
We have a full complement, Your Grace.
Then you shall have a fuller one.
Yeah.
The march will be hard, sir.
No one is more delighted than I to march out to war with the Dornishmen. Sister.
Your Grace.
They're fucking each other!
Her brother's watching intently. He's like, something gonna go on here, sir. What's this? Lovely sight, right?
Dragons. Send them all out. Start turning green strongholds to our cause. And burn those who resist.
No. If dragons begin fighting dragons, we invite our own destruction. Fear of it is in itself a weapon. The Greens will make the same calculation.
The value of a sword is not within its scabbard.
We will secure victory with armies.
You have never been so exposed.
Perhaps it is time for you to think about secreting yourself somewhere safe, while we remain here as a source of distraction.
No, she won't go for that.
Conduct the war in my absence.
It would merely be a precaution.
It would be treason.
Yeah, she's not gonna fly for that, please.
This council would do well to remember that their queen wears the crown of my grandsire, Jaehaerys the Conciliator. A prudent ruler, The wisest of Targaryen kings, whose reign outlasted every other. Rhaenyra's counsel is wayward. She has a hard task. I must hope she will rise to it. But I fear she'll need you by her side sooner than late.
I am no longer an invalid.
This is nice. Their relationship.
There is Rhaenyra or there is Joffrey. Both soon to be far from the creak of ships and the ocean's roar.
Then we must hope to see our way forward in time.
And if there is no time, we are at war, Corlys.
Yep, death is coming.
Something was before you.
Then it is well that I am a good sailor.
Stormcloud and Tyraxes are small, but they will grow. It is for you to remind Lady Jane of her pledge and persuade her of the urgency of our need.
You do a great service, and may yet find yourself glad to be out of harm's way.
Do not coddle me, Baela. Grant me at least that dignity.
I meant no insult.
These eggs are even more fragile. But should all come to ruin here, you will bear our hope for the future.
Your Grace.
Yeah, sad, but it's a necessary evil. Gotta be done. Gotta protect them.
I feel sad about Jaehaerys.
Well,
But I ought not to, I think.
why is that?
People die all the time. Especially babes. They're so little, so they're taken so easily.
Ah, okay. I get where she's coming from.
I warrant they thought I had no more right to grief than they do. Surely they lose their babes more than a highborn lady.
Yeah, most likely, very likely, yeah. But it is what it is.
Stranger comes for us all. Queen and commoner. Helena.
I forgive you.
What?
Or Kristen Cole, is that what she's saying?
I said that I forgive you.
Only that I think it would benefit all of us to prevent our king from being brutally slain by our enemies and his body parts scattered to beasts and his court come to ruin. Would you not agree?
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, that makes sense.
One such is that your grace sends his forces to battle, and in his courage and wisdom flies with them. Another is that his grace was outwitted by his counsellors and persuaded to fly to war with Sir Kristen, so that Queen Alicent may reign in his absence.
Who spreads these lies?
Matters little. Tales take on a life of their own, like weeds.
Yep, doesn't matter who spread it, just that it's being spread.
My father always said he had no use for a master of whisperers. And yet, I find myself wanting for one. I should be glad of your talents.
You honour me, your grace.
I think mayhaps I shall fly another day.
Yeah, it does seem wise on reflection.
So Martin has a new squire that wants bedding in.
He's never fucked a woman.
You're sworn to chastity now.
Of course, your grace.
Yes, your grace.
Aegon is contemplating. Is like, oh, what's going on here?
Yeah, my darling. One for the flagon, one for yourself. There's a good girl, eh?
Oh, that's the
No sense of fun, something.
that's the one who was working in the castle that Aegon did the thing with.
Who was your grandsire?
They call him the Conciliator.
King Jaehaerys.
Is Ulf a bastard? Is that what he's saying?
I'm the son of Balon the Brave.
Bastard brother to Prince Daemon.
And the late King Viserys. Uncle to the one true queen, Rhaenyra Targaryen.
You do not look very much like King Viserys. Or Prince Daemon.
That is true. Very true.
How do you know what they look like?
He speaks truth right enough. Look, you can tell. I said.
The pleasure of the crown!
That one's so happy.
I know just achieved it for you, my boy.
No.
Oh my god! I thought this was a classy party.
What a fine, sweet thing. You fuck her like a hound. Hard luck for your squire, though. As you can see, she's now very much occupied.
Oh my gosh.
Your squire is welcome to her. One oar is as good as another.
There's a lot to be said about that family dynamics right there. Is that the message from Alicent?
Or if their wine is good, perhaps a little after first light.
Is he the dragon?
Exposed.
What?
Cole?
Get to the trees! Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god! What is that?
Yeah. Bela. Oh, that's so cool. What's she gonna do? Is she gonna take them on? Or... Kristen's used to dragons. Gawain, not so much.
I'm in your debt.
They know we're abroad, they'll be hunting. And we must move under the trees and by cover of dark starting tonight.
And no fucking inns.
He's right there.
Could you be certain it was Cole from such a great height?
It was not such a great height, Your Grace. You said not to engage, so I didn't. Exactly.
We commend the Lady Bela for her sharp eyes, but we can tarry no longer. The time for action is surely now.
Act now, Your Grace. Loose the dragons, root Cole out, and burn him.
What's she gonna do?
I have heard your arguments. And will consider them.
Okay, she's giving herself time to think. Wise? Who's at the door?
And I have to clean up afterwards.
Oh. Is that Jaehaerys? Okay, so I saw a spoiler about Millie Alcock being in this. I didn't know it was actually true, and oh.
You will die in this place.
Okay. Yay, fun. Good to know. Thank you for that.
Soldiers when he was 3 years old. Father was sent him to the citadel now, if you ask me.
Thank you, Elinda.
Yeah,
What do you know of the movements of Alicent Hightower?
younger brothers usually get sent to either the Watch, Night's Watch, or the Citadel, or
Would
some
you
other
take her
kind of thing.
hostage? Kill her outright.
I would speak with her myself.
Killing her would be easier.
Yeah.
There is one place Alicent goes. Outside the castle walls. Where you may yet find her alone.
Some there Missaria is very knowledgeable. She knows her stuff. She is a very good asset. Is that Rhaenyra? And oh, okay, Sir Laurent? Yeah, Laurent. Oh, such a nicely done sequence. The music and everything. Top notch, top notch. Very well done.
No. What? If I could cry out, your knights would find me. I would be taken or slain. But not before I killed you.
Yeah, so, yeah.
And then what? Oh, I've become bad. Rhaenys has counselled me. She said she saw in you a wish to avert the worst of what may now come.
So you've come to surrender then?
I have come to see if we may uncover some path towards peace. If you and I may come to terms.
There are no terms now.
I am a mother too, and you have yet to answer for the murder of my son.
I repudiate that act with all my heart.
Of course you do. I'm usurping my rightful inheritance.
Yep. So good.
And yet you will maintain that his mind was changed in an instant.
I will.
You lie.
She is lying because she doesn't know better.
When was your plan first laid? Was your ambition so cute?
He changed his mind, Rhaenyra. He changed his mind. I swear this to you, on the memory of my mother. Do you think me capable of such naked deceit?
Sorry, I'm so, like, yeah. The acting on show.
What did he say at the end?
The acting on show. Yeah, that's a good question.
Did he speak my name?
But he spoke Aegon's name.
Mention the prince that was promised, Bart.
He said he was the prince that was promised to unite the realm.
What?
I desire peace as you do, but to possess...
Did my father use those words?
Yes.
The prince that was promised?
Yes.
Yes, he did.
See, Rhaenyra is now steadfast.
He spoke to you of the Song of Ice and Fire?
She doesn't know what that is.
It's a story he once told. About Aegon the Conqueror.
Exactly.
The Conqueror?
Yes, Aegon the Conqueror. Not your Aegon, please. You never liked that boy.
There's been a mistake.
There's been no mistake.
Please. You can prevent this, Alicent.
No, she can't right now.
My father has gone from court. God is on the march, Aemon.
Yeah.
You know what Aemon is?
Yeah, there's no turning back now. There's no turning back now. War.
It's too late, Rhaenyra.
Alicent.
Yeah, Alicent is right. Okay. Nice end to that episode. Some clarity for Rhaenyra. She knows what she must do now. Alright, so that was episode 3, The Burning Mill. So we had some conclusions in this episode. That war is inevitable. It's going to happen. Can't turn away back from it now. Rhaenyra knows that now. And yeah, that's the conclusion she's reached. Okay, so let's do a little recap of this episode before I start talking longer. Daemon made his way to Arenal. He took control of Arenal. It was very easy to do that. Because the Strongs there are not very high fans of Larys. Understandable, because they very much suspect he had a hand in the killing of his father and his brother. And yeah, what else did we see? We see that Rhaenyra has been sent to first to the Vale and then to Pentos. So a dragon is there to, for some dragons to be in Pentos, in the Vale, because Lady Arryn was promised a dragon. It's going to be a very small dragon, but it's a dragon nonetheless. And then she's going to be to Pentos to be the guardian of the babies until the war is over. And yeah, so she has no dragon, and so that's the best use of her right now, unfortunately. Because yeah, it just is what it is. She's best served as, if she had a dragon, she would be like involved in the battle, but she's not. So her role is now to be a guardian for the children and to just wait it out until the war is over. So she'll survive unless there's like an assassin or anything like that. So that's a possibility, but that's her role now, just to be also the war. And then we see that new guards have been assigned to the King's Guard, and these guys are kinda iffy, but they're Aegon's people, so at least they're loyal to him, so that's a thing. But they're not like have the highest stock or anything like that, so that's something to think about. Right, Gwaine Hightower is now in play. He is, wait, was it Gwaine or Gerald? Was it Gwaine or Gerald who was at the tournament at the start? Or was it like episode 1 or 2? Because it was definitely a Hightower. It was the author of More Than Two Children. I need to check that. But it was definitely a Hightower. So it's like somebody there. I'll check it and say. But yeah, so Gwaine is there, is accompanying Kristen Cole, and their plan is to go to Harrenhal and to just like try and take it. Yeah. Anything else there to say? No. Oh, Bela encountered them, so Rhaenyra has now been advised, and there's some like uneasiness in our council because they're like, we need to act. Things are ratcheting up. We need to make the first strike. We have the advantage. Do you think? So Rhaenys has to be like wrangling them until Rhaenyra decides what to do. And Rhaenys is uneasy also because you could see in her talk with Corlys that she's like, stuff is happening and we gotta it's either gonna be Joffrey or Rhaenyra as your heir, cause and things are gonna be ratcheting up soon, and people are gonna die, and either one of us might die, and so. But Rhaenyra needs you at the council, but you're busy doing this, so kind of tricky in that part, because he has to make sure that the navy is strong, because it's going to be important, but also his voice is and his wisdom is needed, but and also the first battle of the war, which would be the Brackens versus the Blackwoods, and that's just a long-standing feud, and each side is declared for the other. Yeah, and so they're just using that as an excuse to wage war, and the Tullys are not competent right now, so just a free for all in the Riverlands, basically. And so Daemon is swooping in and is trying to make things happen. Yeah. So that's basically it, right? Aegon is trying to think. Larys was appointed as the Master of Whisperers because he's been given Aegon advice, and Larys was probably anchoring for the Hand of the King, but he's now part of the council, and so now he's proven himself to Aegon, and so now he's Aegon and also Alicent, and so he's proven himself, and so he gets a position. Lord Jasper and was writing what he said. I don't remember exactly what he said, but it was like giving good advice. Also, Kristen was not very good at being a hand initially, which is obvious because he's not a person who can be a hand. He's maybe good in like a fight, or maybe in like military decisions, but not as a hand of a king. But he has the role now, and you can see by the chain. So he's gonna try. So, and he's been experienced with dragons. He's been involved with the Targaryens for like at least a decade now. I think it's been like a decade, yeah, something like that. So he's been around dragons for a long time, and so he's used to it. And so that situation with Baylor, he knew what to do. He knew what to look for. He saw, oh wait, I see some dragon. We're exposed. Let's hide. So yeah, and so he had to like rule the roost over Gwen, and also Gwen is like, something happened between Alicent, my sister, and Kristen Cole here. Kind of weird, but anything else? We saw the battle between the Blackwoods and the Brackens, the burying of the Cargylls. Rhaenys was counseling Rhaenyra, saying that this wasn't the work of Otto. So the council meeting. I see various council meetings at Rhaenyra's sign. Daemon went to Arenal. Baelor's encounter. Multiple meetings with Missaria. And Missaria is now part of Rhaenyra's private council. And also, so at the end, Daemon had this weird dream with himself and young Rhaenyra, and then he got told and he saw Jaehaerys, and it's like eating him up, and he saw I'm assuming like a witch or something, and she was like, you will die here. And so, well, thanks for that. But yeah, I think there was something that happened earlier in the episode that I wanted to speak on, but I don't remember. I don't remember exactly. But so if I do insert something in the in the reaction part, I'll put it somewhere at the end or whatever, But whatever. But yeah, and then so we ended with Rhaenyra and Alicent, and Rhaenyra is now resolved that her father really wanted her to be on the throne, that Otto was mistaken, Alicent was mistaken, and that she is the rightful heir, that her father, he was steadfast and he didn't waver. He was for her until the end. Alicent knows that now too, but she can't turn back the hands of time. It's already been done, you know. And she's right. Aemon, he was being embarrassed by Aegon and stuff. So he's dealing with a lot of things. I think that's what I wanted to speak on. I don't remember, but yeah, Aegon has been like, Aemon has been like, he has issues, man. A lot of issues. He was bullied, and then Aegon is still bullying him. Because he only made his way to this like position of importance because obviously he's the brother of Aegon. So yeah, that. But also because he has Vhagar, and so he's stuck at King's Landing. Basically, because he has to protect the King's Landing. Aegon is itching for a fight, but he wisely decided, no, stay there. You're the king. You can't just be riding off willy nilly unless like a battle or a thing like a decisive moment or something like that. You are needed. If something happens to you, then what's the use? And yeah. Right, and so with Aemon and Aegon, they're itching for a fight and stuff, and Otto is no longer there, and Kristen Cole, he has his own thing, so he's gonna advise the king this way to, for battle and everything, and they want revenge and all of that and to fight. And so Alicent's right. The war, violence is inevitable, and it is what it is, and Rhaenyra knows that now. So our decision now is she read Alicent's note. She knows that Alicent wanted peace, but peace is no longer a possibility at this moment. It's gonna be war. And yeah, so that's it. So it's a very well done episode. You saw the interactions. I love certain parts of it, and some cinematography is brilliant. The visuals are brilliant, and the acting tremendously magnificent. Can't praise it enough, and I like what they're doing with the story. So all 3 episodes so far have been set up. You've had a little skirmishes here and there, but it's been mostly just building towards something. It's like the first season. So the war is coming, fights are gonna happen, but we're building towards it. We're not just gonna dash it into it. We've just been sneak attack here, sneak attack there. Some of the people try and claim this place, try and claim that place. Do little things, but eventually it's gonna happen. And so, but this is just we're building up the tension, we're building up. This has to happen. We're building up why it has to happen, why this can't be prevented, why cooler heads can't prevail. So that's basically it right now. That's what we've been building towards. And so I like that this is that is the season. And yeah. Not really much else to say. It's been very good so far. I like all the episodes so far. Very good setup. Can't wait to see what they do next week. I see they still. I almost forgot to mention. Elena forgave Alicent. So, and spoke on her difficulties with processing like regular, what people consider regular emotions and stuff like that, like the grief and everything, like and love and all that. So, and she's trying to relate herself to the small folk and the common folk and everything, and just it's all this. But yeah, in the end, as the stranger comes for us all, and so it's the stranger being the seventh god of death. So, which the Silent Sisters, so you even mentioned they're the preparing the people, the dead people and everything. They're servants of the stranger and all that. So, yeah. And also we see somebody who maybe a drag. You said something about he's a bastard. He's a dragon seal, and you see him with Aegon was doing with the Knights Guard, the King's Guard. They're like iffy people, like I was saying, and so I think we saw him last episode with he was the one who we saw coming. He stole an apple. We saw him walk discover the rat catchers and stuff. So he may come into play later because he says he's a dragon seed, and so says he's a bastard of Daemon and Viserys' father. So we'll see if that comes into play later. Yeah. So those are my thoughts. Goodbye.